Welcome to Barre and Yoga Shredded. I'm Dr. Kella Price. So glad you can join me today. We are going to be using our booty kicker. If you don't have a booty kicker, you may use a chair or a countertop, and we're going to use a mat. Also a light set of weights. So grab your 3 to 5 pound weights. That was terrible. My weights. Dr. Kella Price here with Healthy Fit, and this is Barre and Yoga Shredded. We're going to be using our booty kicker today. If you don't have one, grab a chair or use your countertop or table for support. We also have our mat and a light set of weights. I'd recommend 3 to 5 pounds. Grab your water and let's get started. Starting in first position, plie. Grab your weights. So your first position, plie, your feet are turn out slightly. We're going to plie, overhead press. Only take those arms down to goalpost. Now you may notice your mobility on this movement is going to depend on your ankles and the flexibility there. One more. Taking those arms out from that first position, we're going to wide plie squat, open arms. Like we're hugging a barrel or someone that we haven't seen in a while. Nice big open arms. Getting out nice and wide in that plie squat. Your knees are going to follow the same position as your toes. Lunge back, shoulder fly. Tipping at the hip here. As we lunge back, shoulder fly. To shoulder height, let's get a little bit lower in our lunge, warming up those shoulders. Check out your feet on your lunge positioning, that they're both pointing to the front and the knees coming straight down. Exhale. Set down one weight. Curtsy, lateral raise. Stepping back into your curtsy, crossing your legs, lateral raise. Tap. Using your bar for balance, we only want to take that lateral raise to shoulder height. Pushing back into the glute. No pressure on the knee here. Feeling in the outside leg. Switching sides. Nice tall posture, cross behind, and lift. Tap. Again, keeping that arm at shoulder height. You got this. One more. All right. Next movement. Single leg deadlift with a curl. We're going to curl with our alternating arm. Find our balance in our standing leg. Tipping at the hip. And curl. Keeping your elbow in close to the body. Feeling that good stretch through the back. Keeping your hips square to the front. Feeling that stretch in the back of that standing leg. One more. Let's switch sides, turning around. Other side, nice tall posture, squaring those hips. Tipping at the hip. We're going to be incorporating some balance with some single leg movements today. I think you'll enjoy them. One more. Coming back to our bar, let's set down our weight. Push-ups on the bar. So we're going to go a few feet away from the bar. We have weights on the front to help keep it balanced. We're going to come down, 2, 3, and up. Let's add a leg lift. Down, 2, 3. Alternating leg lift. Down, 2, 3, up. Hold at the bottom. Hold. Nice long line through the spine. Nicely done. Moving in to our first move. Get a sip of water. You should feel warmed up. Let's get started with our main part of the work. So for our first move, we are going to use our weight, one weight at a time. Holding onto that weight in that goalpost arms. As we lunge, we're gonna shoulder press. So our feet are parallel. They're never gonna intersect, our knees coming straight down. So we have the base move for 45 seconds. Then we're gonna be doing a half range of motion, keeping that goalpost arm. We're gonna do a hold, and then a smaller movement of pulsing of some kind for each of our movements. You should start to feel that burn in the shoulders. Hold. Nice tall posture. 10 seconds left. Hold it in this goalpost arm. Step back into our lunge. Come down to your lowest lunge that you feel comfortable. We're gonna pulse it or at the bottom half, moving through the bottom half range of motion. So our arm is working really hard. Hold. Hold it right here. We're down at the bottom. We're gonna pulse that arm. Really small, minute movement. You should barely look like you're moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching sides. Base move on the other side. Again, goalpost arm. Stepping back into our lunge. Our feet are parallel. Come down, pressing up. Down, goalpost arm, and up. And up. So when you do this movement, I want you to keep that arm, that leg parallel, knee coming straight down, and the arm in the goalpost. Again, don't drop it down here. We want to keep it level to keep the movement working the shoulder. We've got 10 seconds left. Come on, push through. Up. Now let's come down to our bottom half of our lunge. Knees straight down. We're going to come halfway up and down. Only moving through the bottom half to really isolate the movement and make that arm work. Keep breathing. Do you feel that quad working? Yes. Hold. Let's pulse it right here. Small movement. The arm is barely moving. You got this. 2, 1. Woo! Saved by the bell. Facing the bar, we're going into a wide plie with a shoulder fly. So you're facing your bar, wide plie, shoulder fly, calf raise. How are you doing? You can rest your arm down, alternate if you need to balance on the bar. You got this. Lifting those heels, squeeze those calves. Now, half range of motion. We're gonna get down a little bit lower, up and down. Just moving the calf raise. Our arms are like a barrel. Hold it up, hold it up. Get down lower in that plie. We're up on the balls of our feet. Pulse it right here. Small movement through the quads. Oh yeah. Are they starting to shake? Keep your chest up nice and tall. Heels off the ground if you can. Come on. Push through. 2, 1. Whew. Set down one weight. Curtsy. With an attitude. Stepping back into our curtsy. Our weight is at our hip. Attitude kick. Let's flex that foot as we come into our attitude, really targeting the outside of that standing leg that we're kicking back. You got 20 seconds left. How are you doing? Let's curtsy a little bit lower if you want some more. Last one. Come all the way down into our curtsy. We're gonna focus on the curtsy for a moment here. All the way down as low as you can go, halfway up. So you're not standing up all the way, staying in your bottom part, bottom half of your range of motion. Hold it at the bottom. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming up, flex that foot attitude. Pull it all the way up to your highest attitude. Small movements at the top of your range of motion. Your foot is barely moving. Squeeze. Switching to the other side. Again, you're holding your bar. We're gonna curtsy, crossing the leg behind. Flex the foot. Squeeze, attitude. So as you're holding that bar, I want you to go down as low as you can into that curtsy. Tap, flex the foot, squeeze. Isolating the back of this leg as you squeeze. Come on, you've got 24 seconds left. Do you feel that in the outside of your leg? Do you feel the curtsy on this leg and the glute? The one closest to your bar. Come down into your curtsy, your lowest part of the curtsy, right here. Come on down, holding onto that bar, bottom half. Not coming up all the way. How you doing? Keep breathing. Come on up. I'm sorry. Hold at the bottom. What am I thinking? Maybe I just didn't want to do that, right? Wishful thinking, right? Now come on up. Flex that foot. Bring it up. Squeeze. 2, 3, 4. You got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Nicely done. Our next move, single leg squat. Let's set down our weight. Single leg squat. You can use your bar for balance, so we're facing the bar. Squat, circle that leg around. Bring it through. Squat, circle the foot around to the front. Close. Take it back. Squat, circle that leg around. Close. Point. Squat. Circle it around. Close. You got this. You know the drill now. So depending on your balance, you can lightly hold the bar. I don't want you to be gripping for dear life. Close. Going into that single leg squat, come all the way down, halfway up, down, and up. Squeezing the booty. Hold at the bottom. Now, for our last part of this move, we're gonna pulse at the bottom, that really small movement. Squeeze, 2, 3, 4, you got this, 4, 3, 2, 1, come on, a couple more. I lied, keep going. And done. Switching to the other side. This is challenging your balance and your core. We want you to stand up tall. Let's do this. Get a sip of water. Switching to the other side. Single leg squat, nice and tall. Point the toe, squat. Circle the leg around, close. Point, squat. Circle that leg around, close. Point, circle. Point, squat low. I like this move. I think this is my favorite move for today's workout. You'll have to let me know what your favorite move is. Squeeze it close. Zip it close. One more. Take it to the back. Go all the way down into your single leg squat, bottom half. Working through that bottom half range of motion to really add to the load on the muscle. Hold at the bottom. Oh my goodness, right? I can feel it pulsing, small movements right here. We've got 16 counts, barely moving. My leg feels like lead. What about yours? Oh my goodness. Squeeze, squeeze, target that butt cheek. And rest. Next move, grabbing one of your weights. Side leg lift, arm overhead. We're gonna do an oblique crunch. Side leg lift, overhead. Let's add the oblique like this. Side leg lift, overhead stretch, crunch. Exhale on that crunch. Target your oblique. Side leg lift, overhead stretch, reach, and oblique. I want to see you driving that knee to the elbow. How are you doing? Lift. Half range here. We're going to do the top half of the leg. Squeeze, squeeze. Are you feeling that in your butt cheek and in the top of your leg right here? Hold, hold. Now flex the foot. We're going to bend back and forward, back, forward, back, forward. You got this. Is your shoulder getting tired? Oh yes. And switching sides. Moving through the other side. Arm up, leg out to the side. Lift. Crunch, oblique. Lift. Stretch. Exhale. So as you lift, make sure you're pointing that toe. Keeping your body upright. Reach. This is where you can bend your body. Get that good stretch from your pinky all the way down. Crunch. Come on. Lift. Point. Reach. Crunch. You got this. Reach. Exhale. Drive that knee to the elbow. Nice and tall posture. Working those obliques. No muffin top here. Half range of motion from the top. Squeeze, squeeze. 2, 1, hold. You got this. Are you sweating? Just because it's low impact doesn't mean it's not hard. Bend the foot, flex, back and forward, back and forward. I want you to work that leg in that little curl, using your natural resistance. And rest. All right, pistol squat, our last set of movements. Set down your weight. The pistol squat is a squat with our leg out to the front. So kickstand your front leg. We're gonna push it out. You wanna try to keep your knee in alignment with that foot. This other leg, we're square to the front. Now, your ankle flexibility is really going to impact your range of motion on this movement. You can have your hand at your hip. And if you wanted to grab that weight and hold it at your side, you could do that as well. I think this move is plenty challenging how it is. Hold it at your bottom range here. Halfway up and down. Not standing up all the way. Breathe through it. Come on. You got this. At the bottom, hold 3,